Jai Gurudev, dear students, children. Last time in last class, I have explained you half of the chapter 6, the animal kingdom. Okay, we have studied in this various terms we use for animals, and also we have studied here about the shy animals. Last time I have explained you, and about the friendly animals. Now today we will start next rest half of the chapter, that is adaptation in animals. So the surroundings in which an animal lives are called its habitat. The ability to adjust to one's surrounding is called adaptation. So children, here heading of this para is adaptation in animals. You know children, different animals, they live in their different living places. Okay, so that living place is called habitat of that animal, like elephant and tiger, lion. They all are wild animals and they live in forest area. So forest is a habitat of that animal. So to live on that particular habitat, they should have some kind of changes in their body so that they can live properly on that place or on their habitat. So to adjust themselves on their surrounding, according to their surrounding, that process is called adaptation. Okay, so animals adapt to their environment in order to survive. Many places such as the cold mountains, thick forests, salty oceans, etc., serve as habitats for different animals. Unless an animal has some features that help it live in that condition, it will soon die. You know children, in this paragraph what they explained, that different type of animals are living on different kind of environments. Like some of the animals, they live in the cold mountains where human beings, they are very hard to live, and in the thick forest also, and in the salty oceans, and except these desert areas are also there. Means these are the hard conditions or harsh conditions where these animals are living, and those animals have some kind of specialty in their bodies which fit them to live on that particular places. If those animals have lacking those kind of features, then what will happen? They can die, or they will soon die. So what kind of these adaptations are there, that we will study in this chapter. So for survival means जिंदा रहने के लिए, animals like polar bears live in extremely cold regions. They have thick fur on their body. You know, this is one of the adaptation. And a thick layer of skin inside to keep themselves warm. Do you think their mother can knit a sweater for her little bears to keep them warm? You know that here they have given example of polar bear. You know that, children, this polar bear, you all should know this about this animal. Polar bear live in a extremely cold conditions, means where full time or throughout the year, that means most of the year, that snowfall continue there. So in that kind of conditions, polar bear, how they survive? Because they have some adaptation, nature has given adaptation to them, means on their body thick fur is there, okay, which is formed by hair of them. And in addition to this, a thick layer of skin also present, means a thick layer of fat is present below the skin, which keep themselves warm. So here they have asked one question, that do you think that mother means mother of polar bear, or for their kids, anybody can knit sweater for them? No, their mother, they are animals and they don't know how to wear sweaters, and they are not using such kind of clothes which we use in our daily life during winter. Okay, so they have adapted their body in such a way so that they can live properly or successfully during these severe or extremely cold conditions. So second example is about the camel. Camels live in extremely hot deserts. Their their thick skin protect them from sun. As deserts have almost no water, camels have an ability to store fat in their hump and water in their stomach for long time to survive themselves if they do not get water. So what are the adaptations we have seen here? Students, you know that camel always live in the desert area, which is very or extremely hot condition, and during these hot conditions, how camels survive? Because in that desert conditions there is no water for a long distances, means if we walk for a long distances or if we travel for a long distances, then also we not get water in the desert area, and there is so much hot weather. So how camels survive? Because whenever it gets water, it has ability to store water in its stomach, okay, and it can not only store water, it can store food also, means in the form of fats which provide energy to them during those days, and it can store fats under its hump, okay. And along with this, third adaptation they have given here, their thick skin protect them from sunlight, so means heat of the sun. It has thick skin also, and other than this also many kind of adaptations are there. If when you will go in higher classes, you will find or study more adaptations in case of camel, okay. Their feet are also special kind of feet, with which it can walk properly on the sand. Okay, so such kind of we can say adaptations make the camel possible to live in the extreme hot deserts. So third animal is fishes. Fishes have gills on their body that help them to breathe in water. Lion, tiger, and other land animals have lungs to breathe. Animals that live both on land and in water, that is amphibians, like frogs and toads, have soft skin that help them to breathe in water and lungs that help them breathe on land. So children, here they have given example of two kind of animals. First is about the fishes. In case of fishes, they have gills. Gills means just like we have lungs, and with the help of lungs we can breathe. In the same way, fishes don't have lungs, they have gills, so that gills can help them to breathe. They can take oxygen, dissolved oxygen from the water, and with the help of these gills they can breathe properly. So this is one of the main adaptation in case of fishes. And you know that all the animals which live on the land, that land animals, we can say land animals have lungs to breathe. They help means they breathe with the help of their lungs. So other than this, they have given example of amphibians also. Children, amphibians are those animals which can live both on land as well as in water also. So example of amphibians are frogs and toads. So frogs and toads are such kind of animals. Other than this also many examples are there, but these are the common examples, so you should remember their names along with this term, that they are called amphibians and they live both on land as well as in water. So how they breathe? They have both the kind of processes. Means whenever they are on the land, they help they breathe with the help of their soft skin, or we can say moist skin. Through skin they can breathe. And whenever they are in water, they breathe with the help of their skin. And whenever they are on the land, they come on the land, they can breathe with the help of their lungs. Okay, so children, here two kind of processes are there. Means their soft skin help them to breathe in water and lungs help them to breathe on the land. So that's why these animals, they easily survive on land as well as in water. So as winters are cold for reptiles and tiny insects to survive, they go on long winter sleep called hibernation. They store enough food for themselves in warm days to enjoy hiding. You know children, hibernation is also one of the big adaptation. Means it is one of the important example of adaptation. Means during winter, it is called winter sleep also. Means winter sleep is called hibernation. Many of the animals, just like reptiles and many kind of insects, even frogs also, and they adapt this kind of adaptation. What they do, they always collect their food before that before the winter, or after the winter, and after winter they start collecting their food, and up to the winter they continuously manage their food, or enough food when they store for themselves. After that they go under the ground, or they live hide themselves in some hiding places, okay, safe places, and that throughout the winter they remain there and enjoy hiding by managing their stored food. So that condition is called winter sleep or hibernation. Means they always hide themselves during the winters, and as the winter finish they comes out from their hidden places, and again they start collecting their food. Okay, so this is also one of the example of hibernation.